So I've been studying Arabic with my teacher, Quran with my teacher. We went through an entire dawrah of the entire Quran, and he sat me down one day and he says, Noman, what's the summary of the entire Quran in one sentence? And I said, okay, accept Allah as your master and accept the fact that you're a slave. And he said, yes, you understood. The idea is that, all of our life is made up of relationships. I have a relationship with my children, with my parents. Somebody has a relationship with their spouse. Somebody has a relationship with their neighbor, with your boss, with business partners. Everything in life is built on what? Relationships. As a matter of fact, you even have a relationship with yourself. This book is about the relationship between you and Allah. And every relationship has a definition and has certain rights and responsibilities. A teacher has certain responsibilities. A student has certain responsibilities. Teachers have rights. Students have rights. Isn't that the case? And if you're not clear about the rights and responsibilities, the relationship will get messed up. The thing is, there are lots of names of Allah that establish a relationship. Allah, for example, is Ar-Rahim, merciful. His end is to give mercy. My end is to receive mercy. He's the guide. He's the one who gives the guidance. Mine is to follow the guidance. Many names of Allah reciprocate into something that I must do, right? But then you have which name of Allah is actually fundamental that describes the basic relationship I have with Allah. It's actually not Khaliq. Khaliq means creator. So He's the creator. What does that make me? The creation, right? That's not the fundamental relationship. The fundamental relationship in the Quran is Rabb and Abd. If you understand this one, everything else falls into place. If you don't understand this one, then you can call Him your creator and you're His creation. He's the guide, you're the guided. He's the merciful, you're receiving mercy. All of that is secondary. Actually, all of that is secondary. The primary is Rabb and Abd. And Rabb is the owner, the one who takes care of something, the one who ensures the growth of something. Al-Malik, wal-Murabbi, wal-Mun'im, the one who gives gifts. Wal-Qayyim, the one who maintains. These are the qualities of Rabb, and the one who's completely in charge. By the way, when you call someone Rabb, we call Allah Rabb, that means He owes us nothing. You know that? When you call Him Rabb, it actually means He owes us nothing. And when you call yourself a slave, when you call yourself a Abd, then actually means you are entitled to what? Nothing. An employee is entitled to a salary. A business partner is entitled to his share. A child is entitled to some rights from the parent, but a slave isn't entitled to anything. As a matter of fact, anything the master gives is a gift, because he didn't have to. He just didn't have to. But the thing is, when we think of slave and master, these are ugly terms in the English language, because they have an ugly history. And when we apply those terms to the Quran, then it's hard to let go of the social history and the psychological history that's already poisoned our minds about these terms. When we think about Allah as a master, then you have to understand, لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. There's nothing like Him. You cannot think of any other master the way you think about Allah. And that's why I already illustrated to you that our relationship with Allah is rooted in what first? Love. What master in history has the relationship with the slave that the primary bond between them is love? It's never happened before. But that's the relationship we have with Allah. What master ever says, my slaves, you can be slaves if you like, or if you want, you can disbelieve. فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ وَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. Which master does that? Which master shows mercy and unimaginable mercy even to the slaves who disobey Him, who curse Him, who forget Him, who are enemies to Him, who make fun of Him, and He still gives them more mercy than can be imagined? Which master has ever done that? When masters are disobeyed, there are immediate what? Consequences. Immediately. But with Allah, there are so many atheists, there are so many disbelievers, there are so many people that have left Islam and cursed the Quran, and they get to eat food, and their stomach doesn't have any problems, and their heart continues to beat, and their lungs continue to function, and they have happiness in their lives too. Where did that come from? That also came from Ar-Rahman, from Allah.